Hey everybody, Spoonvet here, and this will be a little bit different than usual because I want to explain where I want to go with Spoonvet actually. So this is a bit of a well, I think marketing guys or in sales people call it a roadmap, but it's not really a roadmap. It's just what I want to do still, and yeah, so you know what's coming, and you can give feedback on that. So. This is all I wanted to talk about. Well, all that's a lot. A little bit about release schedule, SEO videos, the programming, Linux, Windows hacking, a little bit about fantasy, and that is of course a broad topic, and I actually missed something in here. So, and illicit reality, something pretty awesome. Alright, so release schedule. Um, well, the obvious thing to say is, of course, more. I want to try to do a set schedule, and I don't know when I will implement this yet, but I want to do a video on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday, I cannot do a video, and I deserve a day off. But what I want to do actually is record this in the weekend. So on Saturday and Sunday, record everything, and then just release them on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now the problem with this is I'm not sure how much I'm like how up to date I am then. So there'll probably be releases in between or not. I'm not really sure. But that's what I want to try in the near future. Will probably be not this week, but next week. Plus, what I want to say is it's not in here because I totally forgot about it. But I want to give Let's Plays another shot, as it were. I've been thinking about something very cool, at least what I think is pretty awesome, and that is to get the Dazzle Platinum and hook my NES up to that so I can record it directly off my computer, play the original NES and SNES games, and other games as well. I mean, I have GameCube here, I have lots of game systems here basically. So I want to see if I can do that, because well, I quite like playing video games, but I haven't had time for them in a long time, and I want to see if I can get back into it. I mean, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but the problem is I think that I'm a one-man show and I have to do everything on my own, so let's see how that works. It's not really a definitive thing. So for the SEO videos, the thing that I want to do is start with the last install video for Typo 3. I might do that after this recording, so it might be up or as already, as it were. I want to start on the plugins for WordPress, the feed syndication, and I have to say something else on that as well. Feed syndication, plugins for WordPress will probably be also supplemented with the plugins for Drupal, maybe. I'm not really sure about that one, or add-ons for Joomla. Feed syndication. I want to talk to you about how you can submit your RSS feeds to different locations and have a page that takes RSS feeds. So you take RSS feed from multiple locations and get links that way. They're like small stuff that you can do to increase SEO. And I want to do CNUC and Xroomer. I already have them. How to set them up. Basically, that will also involve how to use a Windows server. So that will be fun, I think. Be pretty cool. And positive spam. What I want to do is I want to make a mailbot, program one, that basically sends out spam, but I want to do positive spam. So positive spam meaning, well, yeah, you'll see, I think. But I think that will be a cool project. Something else in here is my Seesmic thing, ping.fm is gone, so I need to find a new like substitute for that one. Maybe hello text is that, I don't know, I have to see. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do for SEO on the short term. And the long term, I don't know actually, because SEO is something that I did like 2 years ago already, I think. No, last year was the last year that I did this. But this is something like with hacking, you can well, you have to keep up to date with the newest technology, sure, but once you learn something, that skill will be the same. Like in general case, it will be the same whether you're trying to crack a mail server or trying to crack it. The steps are the same and the knowledge is the same. Technology changes, of course, a little bit, but if you only have to make slight adjustments sometimes to overcome that. With SEO, it's a totally different ball game. I mean, the it's an abstract. It's not a concrete science. It's abstract science, and even in that, most people just do something. They think they have found something that works, and then they do that. But probably the only method or reason it worked is because you were the only one doing it. So everybody starts doing it, and then the market gets saturated again, and then so on and so on and so on. So that's a bit the problem you have with SEO. But I'll do my best to keep you guys up to date. I'm not really that much into the field. I know there has been another update from Google, this called Penguin, I think, and yeah, I've seen a very very nice picture of how to overcome that, and it's pain in the ass to set it up, but I will try to include it in my videos. So that's for SEO videos. Well, programming videos is the same again, more of it. I mean, I have only one programming video up so far, and it's on HTML basics. I want to move through this. I want to make the positive spam bot, which we will get into that in the project. I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do. Continuing the HTML, then we'll move through CSS, and then we'll end up in PHP. Then I'll have my second project, as it were, done, and when I have that done, I think a lot of people will benefit from that. As we move through the project, things will become clear what I want to make, and I'll keep talking about that as well. And then last, we will do I think, I don't know, something with Ruby on Rails maybe, or Python, or Perl. C's maybe, I don't know. Let's see what language. I don't even know what language the bot is going to be in. That will be a language. I think the bot will be in. I want to make a platform independent, so it's probably gonna be C. I have to see. I have to see. I mean, Python, Perl, or C they all could work, but I have to look at it. So that's the programming. I can't really tell much about it other than I'm just gonna try to do more of it. Linux videos. I'm only going to do new releases, which I've already been doing actually. Mainly start with watching DistroWatch, and everything that gets sent out, I'm going to make a video on that. There are already a lot of videos on there now. I mean, I did 10, I think, about 10 videos. So that's only for releases. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. We're gonna start on the spoon feeding Linux. Finally, but I'm not really sure how to set that up. Like, I don't know what the start should be or the end should be, because Linux it's vast, but it's also very minimal if you want. I mean, I think I'm just gonna start with like the basic commands, like we did already a lot of times in the hacking missions. I mean, you do ls and you do cd, and I'll start with that again, and move through updating, but I think like the real test where you can learn Linux, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do Arch Linux and Linux from scratch. I think those two projects will really um, learn you how to use Linux, what it is, what it does, all the commands. And you don't have to know commands, because if you download Ubuntu or any of the other ones that I've shown you that have a desktop environment, that have desktop environment, they will work just fine. I mean, if you see Netrunner, I mean, that looked crazy, look really nice, or PureOS, for example. Those are like really nice distros that will just work out of the box instantly, instant gratification. So, but with Arch Linux and Linux from scratch, you can tailor-make your entire distro. So that's yeah, Windows videos. Windows 8, I already did the preview. So yeah, I already did that. I'm gonna do the applications. So I want to show you what you can do with Office, some cool things maybe. I've learned that myself as well, because I hardly use them. Well, like burning CDs, DVDs, stuff like that. Mail clients, I haven't really talked about that as well. And I want to show you Windows Server. With Windows 8, what I want to do, uh, yeah, that's difficult because I already did a preview. I think when it is out, yeah, I'll have to see. I don't know what I want to do with it. I haven't really thought about it yet. And applications, just basically all applications. Whenever I find maybe something that's pretty cool, I already have some else in mind. That's like CoLinux, for example, or Cygwin and Dexbot. That's like to make Windows a little bit more Linux. What I tried to do there as well is like kind of search for a hybrid, best of both worlds as well. And other applications you have a ton of applications for Windows, and most of them are utilities, but you only need them when a certain like need arises. I am back to the Linux ones. Um, I think I'm gonna add here HTPC, because I want to make a home theater PC. It sounds like fun. Sounds like something cool to do. So Windows, yeah, I've already thought about it. My line in Windows, what I want to do, or what I want to talk about. Just letting it roll, as it were. Of course, if you have feedback or suggestions, like what I did with Louser, he said there's a new penetration distro out there. Also, H777 did the same. He said, yeah, there's something else out there. It's called AttackPub. That sort of thing. If you want to see something in Windows, like you want to like explore, or you think like you run into a problem, you don't know how to handle it, let me know, and maybe I can make a video on it. I'm not gonna promise that I'm gonna make a video on it, because it might be some specific situation that only occurs on your PC. That could be, but yeah, I'm just gonna wing it, as it were. We go to the hacking videos, and I'm just gonna continue on doing what we're already doing. So we're gonna do more of the missions. Already uploaded a lot more, so the decryption, we'll finish that one, but we started on forensics missions, which is pretty cool, and I did one logic for just for the fun of it. We're gonna do more missions over the hacker site. I don't know if I'm gonna continue the realistic missions, or that I'm gonna start there as well on the JavaScript missions and stuff like that, because yeah, it's a great way to learn the tools that you wanna use. And on tools, I'm gonna keep exploring Blackbuntu, and once we're done with that, as it were, we will know how to do a full penetration test, and after that we'll see. I mean, this is something that I'm gonna do for a long time, I think, because the tools are extensive. There are a lot of tools that do the same basically, but I want to cover them all so you can use your own flavor, and it will just be more of the same. I think there's not gonna be much new there. Um, so yeah, okay, fancy. Um, well, I got multiple ideas for this one. Um, I want to make a new subdomain. It will probably be fantasy.spoonfed.org to start it off with. And I could do two things, and I want to do them both. But I'm not. Maybe I will do them both, or maybe I'll do one of them. I have to decide. The first idea is to create a platform where writers can like write their own story, as it were, within the Forgotten Realms setting, because I'm a big fan of Forgotten Realms setting. That's the first thing. The other thing is I would like to write a well, not a novel, but a story myself, and I want to keep that online as well. But I have to figure out where I can do that, like fit in the time to do that. I already started, of course, and I want to do it in Dungeons and Dragons Forgotten Realms. Why? That's my favorite like setting or universe or whatever you want to call it. I have read Eberron. I have looked into it. It's not my thing. It just doesn't suit me. I've read Magic the Gathering books as well. I've read Dragonlance books. I've read like also Dark Sun. That's something that I cannot. Yeah, it's too limiting for me, as it were. So, but I do like the premise of it. Um, and other fantasy books out there are, yeah, I think once you're like used to a certain kind of world or definition of something, you want to stick to that, and Forgotten Realms fit the best for me. And I have put there you question mark because it might be that there are people out there now, amongst my almost 150 subscribers, or amongst the almost 36,000 page views, or video views, I mean, sorry, that also is busy writing or wants to write or thinks it's interesting, or all of you think, what the fuck are you talking about? That's fine as well. Um, it's just something I want to do, so I'm gonna do it, I think, no matter what. And sometimes you have that. So that's the fantasy side. So it's either gonna be a platform where everybody can write, or it will just be me writing, or I'll do both, and I'll figure out what I want to do for the platform. I was already thinking about like the structure, how I can do that, and I could either make it like a mini Tumblr sort of thing, as it were, like everybody gets a blog in which they can write, or it's like this big, well, not wiki. That's not really the not correct environment that I want to embody, but like isn't a random sphere of people writing stuff, enhancing other people's stories, like this massive free-for-all of writing. I have to think about that. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do, but you'll probably see it online in the near future. And then we'll go to Project Illicit Reality. It's going to be pretty awesome, I think. I'm gonna make my own OS, my own between quotes, because I'm gonna start with a base that's already out there. I'm not really sure which base yet. It all depends on the tools I can get, on what I can get to work, It might be Debian based, so, or it might be, I think Debian is the one that I've like the most experience with, or it might be Ubuntu, but with Debian you can install it without a desktop environment, so I can make my own desktop environments, which will probably be GNOME anyway. But so yeah, what it's going to feature. It's going to feature shortcuts, and with those shortcuts, there won't be any tools in the menu, as it were. So it's not that you're gonna start up a tool, run it, and then like the most penetration distros now. What I want to do is I want to make it like a bit of Hollywood like this. You press in a shortcut like, I don't know, Control Shift N or something, and which would not be a good thing, but that stands for nuke all, you know. So you can it will start up. First, we'll start up a information gathering tool about the name servers and stuff like that, domains, and then it will crawl the site for all, like a Burp Suite proxy, like a Burp Suite spider crawler, to get all entry points, as it were. It will do a vulnerability scan. It will try to exploit the vulnerabilities it finds. All the while anonymizing you, making sure everything happens secure, so you don't have to worry about that. If you are in a, well, let's say an environment where you want to crack a Wi-Fi, I don't know, you press like Ctrl-Alt-Shift-W, and it will automatically start up the AirCrack suite to see if there's a WEP in there. It will start revert on WPA, and you know, if you think about a situation where you are on, let's say you're on, not on vacation, that's a bit weird, but it could be on vacation and you're in a hotel. You could of course crack their Wi-Fi, and you just leave the laptop running, as it were. You go out, and then at the end of the day you have the credentials you need. Or you could just do a, I don't know, let's say with an S shortcut, with something with an S or something, to just scan the site, so get information on where it is, where's the server located, on which net is it running, does it have Whois data, all that kind of stuff. That's what I want to make. So I think that would be pretty cool. I already have the site, so illicitreality.com is online, but the only thing that you're gonna see right now is a picture of Domo. You're gonna see a picture of Domo trying to eat a snake in a very large resolution. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. What else is there? Yeah, the layout. I don't know. I'm not really set on this, but I want to make it like really Hollywood, over the top. I think that would be pretty cool to make. And I can't remember who suggested it, but someone said I want to have, like, you know, the Die Hard 4.0 graphics, but then with that I can just press one button and it will take down a site, that sort of thing. That's what sparked this idea of making this OS. And it's gonna have a disguise mode, because it could be that you're somewhere where you don't want people to know that you're booting this up, because it looks very gaudy and over the top and really in your face, so it looks weird and people will be interested in, like, oh, what are you doing? So I'm gonna put a disguise mode on there like Tails has right now, but I think I thought of it like separately. So in my mind it was like, oh no, we also need to have disguise mode that you boot it up in, I don't know, with like you press D during the boot up, as it were, and it will boot up like, I don't know, you can set that up in the beginning, I think. Yeah, if you want to have Windows or a Mac or well, Mac is a bit weird because if you have a PC, like a PC laptop, and you're running Mac, it would be no, that's not what we're gonna. So it'll probably be Windows, just Windows 7 lookalike, like Netrunner, but then totally different because I want to like really capture the feel of Windows. Or what I could do is I could get BART PE to actually load Windows. That would be Windows XP, but that doesn't really matter. Uh, that would also be a possibility to get like, or even a small Windows 7 environment that should technically be possible. I have to think about that, but I want to do something like that as well. It will be cutting into the disk size, of course, if you're dual booting Windows 7 basically with this one. But still, that would mean that you could disguise stuff and everything. So that's my new project, which I'm really looking forward to actually. And the extra is, of course, all the feedback that I've gotten so far. I thank you for it. I really do. Because when I first started, which is already almost 2 years ago, I didn't really know if people would watch, like really watch my videos, because you see a view counter there, but you don't really know if people are watching. And I didn't get any comments on any of my videos, and I was like, I need to check if people are really watching this. So the first video I made was something with D-Bus in it. I don't know what it was anymore, but I said, yeah, D-Bus is for what did I say again? I think I said something like, yeah, it's for the monitor cable. It's for the VGA cable or something like. I don't know what I said, but it was along the lines of that. And somebody commented on that saying, no, D-Bus is not at all for that. That doesn't make any sense. And I was like, oh, thank God, people are watching my videos. So right now, whenever as even if it is just saying thank you for the video, or I don't care about this distro, whatever, that is like a confirmation for me, but also for other video makers. If you like, if you've watched their video and you have something to say about it, you should really leave a comment. And I don't always do that as well. I mean, I'm guilty on that as well, but it really helps. It really helps everything. Um, so I would suggest let the feedback, keep it coming. Requests, you could do requests. I'm getting requests for a lot of stuff, basically just how can I hack this, and I will be working towards that goal, but it will be one step at a time. You can't really I understand that people want to hack like NSA servers like now with one push of a button and be in and like delete all the files, but the thing is, you really should have moderation in that. You should learn the basics first, and how does the internet work really. What is it that you're doing? Why is it that you want to hack at all, like as a reason? um, Also, I already have about 150 subscribers, which it might not sound much to you, but for me that's actually a lot, because that's since the beginning of this year. That's a lot. I mean, before that I had like 10 subscribers. I don't know who the first ones were anymore. I'm sorry about that, but I remember it started off very slow. Like I had, I don't know, 10 subscribers for a long time, maybe 15. And since the beginning of this year, that just shot up every time, every month. It went up and up and up and up. I mean, we're only talking about a span of like 6 months. I mean, yeah, it's a 7 month year, but we have 6 full months that I ran this, and in 6 months my total went up 100 and something. So yeah, that's like well, let's say 20 a month. You know, if you really take it broadly, that's like one every working day. So every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I got one subscriber all throughout the month, which I think is not that bad for somebody starting out doing something that's huge, because project is really it's huge. Um, I of course set up my own server, which finally is running. Um, until yesterday morning, when I got I have an alert on my server. I get a text whenever it's down and whenever it's up again. And between 7:15 and 7:35, it was gone. It was offline. So I was like, oh no, did somebody DDoS me, or did what happened? And I was checking my mailbox and everything, and the access logs, and I couldn't find anything. I was like, nobody accessed in that time. It doesn't make any sense. And then I continually skipped over the mail, and then I looked in my email box, like what else is in there, and I got a notification of my hosting company saying that the server went inexplicably offline. It could not connect to the storage server anymore, and we had to manually reboot it. I was like, oh god damn it, was that was all. Then I wanted to, because I'm hosting isreality.com on my own server as well, and I made a syntax error, so the site was offline again. I was like, god damn, no, I set everything up alright. I had the DNS file correct. Everything was working, and in the end it was a syntax error. I couldn't figure out what it was. It was one trading slash. I was like, ah, damn. So yeah, I'm not running uh, Apache. I'm not running Nginx. I'm running something else. I've yet to install like something like Open Web Analytics or something like that to see what everything's doing. Now I'm working on installing Drupal on my Habari sites, because my Habari theme is like fucked up, and the content now is, I need to find a way to get that content into my Drupal, and I think I can do that via feeds, but I'm not sure. So that's still going on. Yeah, I would just like to thank you again for everything you did, for subscribing, for the comments, for the views, for God knows what else. That you're telling other people maybe that you should go to my site. A lot of questions that people have might be answered with one of my videos. I took, by the way, advice from somebody else. Forgot who it was. I'm sorry, I have to keep remembering names, but he said it's a little bit of a cluttered mess right now, because you can only look into all uploaded videos, and we have like 300 videos, and that will be a lot more in the coming months. It might get a little bit frustrating to search for it. I was like, oh yeah, that's probably right. So I changed that right now to a lot of playlists. So that's one thing that I did. Um, uh, do I have anything else? I don't think so. So yeah, basically more videos, more subjects, and I'll just keep on doing this actually. And if you have any suggestions or whatever, I would appreciate that. I try to include also other people's videos sometimes in my videos, as in, because I don't have that much time to watch other YouTube channels, but sometimes things pass through. If you have like another channel that's that you know of, like I don't know, something like a Black Saber or Screen Freezer, stuff like that, let me know. I mean, there are a lot of channels out there doing the hacking stuff, basically, because that's what I'm focusing on. I mean, the rest, they're probably doing that as well, but Usually what I see is people have this channel and they only have like, I don't know, 15 videos on it and 15 videos just explaining how to set up a server, and that's it. But it's only one way, and it was made like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and you don't know what you have to do now anymore. So I'm gonna do that as well, I think. Yeah, let's just make a Ubuntu server. No, Ubuntu server. Let's make a Debian server. Let's just do that. Because I tried to work with CentOS, and that's a pain in the ass. Let me tell you, really. I mean, it will probably work for most people, but I like Debian servers better. So, yeah, we could do that actually. Yeah, why not? Let's make a Debian server alongside a Windows server, and you could see the difference in trying to accomplish the same thing in like two totally different environments. And that's it for my future plans. To recap, is just this is what I'm going to do for SEO. That's right, yeah, SEO. That's what I'm going to do for programming, Linux, Windows, hacking, the fantasy projects, my illicit reality project, and that's your project, as it were, to keep the feedback coming to me. And I'll see you guys in next videos.